Hello, good day. I am Angelica Francisco and I will discuss briefly the artifacts that I posted in my e-portfolio for my design attributes. So for D1, which is the ability to design and conduct experiments as well as to analyze and interpret data, I attached the file that shows my laboratory report that I made for the chemical engineering laboratory, which is the batch sedimentation. It was really a challenge to make that report because batch sedimentation was not yet discussed in our lecture in particulate technology when our group performed the experiment. I really had to do advanced studies and readings in order to understand the theory behind the experiment. It was a tough yet very much fulfilling experience because I was able to apply and solve the problems using the different knowledge that I acquired in chemical engineering. I also posted my calculations in the series parallel pumps experiment. So next is the ability to design, which the one I posted is my equipment design project, which is the freeze dryer. So I attached the file is that shows my freeze dryer presentation last semester, and that I was assigned to design a mass transfer equipment, and I chose freeze dryer because it was really a challenge because the said equipment was not discussed in heat and mass transfer, and I got familiar with it because we used a freeze dryer in our thesis, and it felt so good to be able to design something out of scratch, and I'm really proud of my work. So next, the ability to innovate. Um, I posted our IP lab project, which is the no sweat hand sanitizer. Both of my group mates, Serjan and Sarah, are experiencing excessive sweating. This is due to the overfunctioning of the sweat glands of the body. It was really hard for them to write on papers, especially during exams, because it tends to tear when wet. Perry's handbook is also very susceptible to tear because of its very thin paper. It was the moment when we decided to make something that would solve their problem. There is already an existing medicine for the excessive sweating but has negative feedback of too much itchiness. We have researched that it was because of the aluminum content of the product, which is usually found in our antiperspirant. So we thought of another way to solve the problem, and the no sweat hand sanitizer was born. No sweat contains sage and calamansi extract and does not have aluminum. We thought that it would be better not to use chemicals because it could be unsafe for the hands, especially when used for eating. We also thought of incorporating it to a hand sanitizer so that it would be very handy for the person and can always be used. We use sage and calamansi extract because those have the properties that minimize the pore size, therefore no sweat would escape. It was a very fulfilling experience since a lot of students gave us a positive feedback. They said that our product really worked under sweaty hands. So for the last, the D3, I attached a file that shows my exams with high marks. The subjects included are momentum transfer, stoichiometry, and the strength of materials. This shows my ability to solve chemical engineering problems. So that's it for my design attributes. Thank you!